How's it going, everyone? Mr. Poestyle here again with a video for me, for you. This one is an unboxing. I'm going to be opening a box that I got from Willie from Arcade USA. Willie's one of my very favorite YouTubers. Love to watch him. Recently, my most recent video was about my very first video game system and the lineup of games that I had for it. And I reached out to Willie at Arcade USA. I reached out to Brian from Brian's Man Cave and to the Atari Creep, Chris. Big fans of theirs, and I really wanted to hear their stories. So I reached out to see if they wanted to do a video of their first consoles too, and they did. I want to thank them all so very much. Those were great videos. I love hearing those stories. And then Willie said, hey, there's a package on its way to you. And there it was. It was on the front porch yesterday while I was at work. I was actually in at work doing a 10-hour shift. I came home, and the box was sitting there in the living room. My son had already got his grubby little hands on it. He knew Willie's face from watching Arcade USA, plus we got a package from Willie back in the fall as well with a bunch of great stuff in it. But that's before I really officially started my channel, so I don't have a video of that unboxing. But hope you enjoy the video. Hope you enjoy the cool stuff. Let's see what Willie sent for me. So here it is, and there's the famous Willie on the box. This is very exciting. Let's see what's in the box. Got our bubble wrap. Official Willie Arcade USA bubble wrap. What do we got here? Action figure. Still sealed. Heavy Metal. That was a magazine, right? Series magazine. There might have been a movie. Heavy Metal by Loot Crate. Lord of Light Glow Edition. Well, thank you, Willie. That's awesome. That's going to be displayed in the game room for sure down here. Figure out where I want to hang this bad boy. That's really cool. Mattel Electronics. The keychain handheld of basketball. Oh, that's sweet. I was eyeing these up, and they had the little, the football games. Back in the 70s, my oldest brother had the green one, football, and my sister had the white one. I'm going to have to open this up and give it a review of its own. That's pretty sweet. And that's by World's Coolest. They're also the ones that made the World's Tiniest or Smallest that I did the Masters of the Universe video on. The small action figures. That's really cool. They make so many cool things. You can check out their website. They have a lot of cool throwback stuff. Set that over here. Brain Baffler. Another Mattel Electronics. They were all over everything back then. 8 challenging word and number games in one. Match wits with the computer or a friend. See details on back panel. Willie has all of this awesome stuff. I remember seeing things like this at the Radio Shack or, you know, Kmart, Fisher's Big Wheel, Hills back in the day. We never got to get a bunch of it. Like I said, my brother and sister had football. My other brother had a handheld baseball game. We had the Little Professor. And I had the Owl. I can't remember it. Quiz Whiz. Owl with quizzes. Or no, Quiz Whiz was the bigger one. You could get the different catalogs for it. My oldest brother had that too. I had the Owl. I can't remember what it did. The eyes glowed different colors when you did math on it, I think. That is the Brain Baffler. That's awesome. That is awesome. Look at that. Tells you all the rules right on the back. Is that the old classic 9-volt battery it needs to take? Probably. Seemed like, yep. Everything back then did. Who couldn't resist licking the, putting your tongue on the battery terminals? Give yourself a buzz. That is really cool. Looks like we got, oh, we got the instruction manual inside too. Oh, I love this old stuff. Looking at this, 1979. It's when all the cool stuff was happening. Oh, look here. Oh, this is really, really awesome. Thank you, Willie. This is a boxed, a sealed copy of Pengo for the Atari 5200. I started collecting for the 5200 maybe 3 years ago. I really wanted one. Found a girl a few towns over that had one that had been at her grandparents'. She was selling a bunch of stuff. And it worked. I cleaned it up. It worked fine. I used that one. I started collecting games for it at that time. And this is not one that I have. I think I do have, I don't know, close to 30, 40 games for the 5200. None of them boxed. And I don't have Pengo, so I know that for a fact. My collecting for it slowed down a little just because I was collecting for stuff like crazy all at once. Like, I had my original Atari, my original Nintendo. When I was younger, I sold the Genesis and the Super Nintendo, so I started recollecting for them. And around all the same time, I got a TurboGrafx 16. I got Atari 7800. I got Sega Master System. I got Sega CD, the 32X, and Television, ColecoVision, Saturn, Nintendo 64. And I found my old PlayStation 1. I started collecting for all these things. I bought a Fairchild. So instead of concentrating on one, oh, and an Odyssey too. Instead of concentrating on one thing, I ended up trying to collect for everything. So it kind of slowed down. I went through a big burst of getting 5200 games, and then I just stopped. I haven't got another one since. So really happy with that. Thank you so much, Willie. And this one's sealed. So, man, I really want to play it. I really want to open it and see everything inside, but at the same time, I'm not usually one that collects games in box, games that are sealed. I think the only other in-box game for 5200 that's sealed that I have, Willie also sent me last fall, and that was Space Invaders. So now I have 2 box games. I think I might just buy this loose now instead of opening this up. Let me know what you think. Well, Jurassic Park, speaking of Sega CD, I just mentioned mine. Same deal. I got a few games for it and then was busy collecting for others. So I don't have Jurassic Park for the Sega CD either. This is awesome. There we go. This is great. This is awesome. Thank you very much. And finally, we got an Atari Flashback Portable. Oh, this is really sweet. Now, I do have the wood grain. I don't have this one. So this is going to be great because me and my boy can both have a Flashback Portable going at the same time. Thank you so much, Willie. I really appreciate it. Sit this back and look at all the stuff. And that's Willie. I mean, he just sent this out for no reason. I had tagged him or asked him if he wanted to do a video about his very first console and the games that he got for it, and he did. And then he just sent me this out of the blue. This stuff all came in the mail. And my boy got to it first. He saw Willie's face on the box. He's a big fan of Willie, so he opened it before I got home from work yesterday. But he put everything back, didn't tell me what was inside, so I could be surprised for myself. But this is sweet. This is really nice. Thank you so much, Willie, over at Arcade USA. And we got to get into these things and start playing them. I'm going to have to get me another SD card and put the copy of the ROMs that I have on my other portable to put on here. I can have 2 of these going at once. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully I'll be back soon with another video on something else. We'll see what comes up. Actually, I got the new Howard Scott Warshaw book. Just started reading it. I'd like to review it as soon as I'm done, if I can get the chance to get around to reading it again here. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks.